Imagine waking up one day and realizing that your voice, your choice, has the power to shape the future of our nation. Sounds dramatic. It's not. Every 4 years, you have the opportunity to decide the President of the United States. With that vote, you hold a piece of our country's destiny in your hands. Yet, so many young people don't vote. Over 50% thinking their voice doesn't matter. But let me share a truth with you. It absolutely does. Your vote can change policies that affect your life, your community, and your future. Whether you're excited or disillusioned by the candidates, your vote is a powerful tool for change. Stay with us to uncover what the president can and can't do and why your vote matters now more than ever. Let's dive in and make your voice heard. Now, if this is going to be your first time to vote, please leave me a comment and tell me what you're looking forward to. Welcome to the Adulting Channel, where we help you navigate the exciting and sometimes overwhelming world of adulthood. From finding a career and managing your finances to getting your first pet or casting your first vote, we're here for you. If you're ready to take control of your future, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our great content. Now, if you're between 18 and 21, this November 6th might be your first chance to vote in a presidential election. This is a privilege many take for granted, and one many in the world don't even get the option of. Now, I'm proud to say that I voted in every presidential election since I turned 18. Now, was I always happy with the two choices given? Not at all. But I had the privilege to make my voice heard and vote for the person that best aligned with my belief on what a president should do for the country. Because elections have real consequences, whether it's fuel prices, grocery costs, taxes, housing. The outcomes of elections affect our everyday lives. Right now, the cost of living, especially housing, is a major concern for young people. What do you think is the biggest impact a president can make? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, voting is one way we have a say in these issues. As I was always told, if you don't vote, then don't complain. It's a simple yet powerful perspective. Many of us might have skipped or forgotten high school civics class, but understanding what our three branches of government do is crucial. During campaigns, presidents make numerous claims about their achievements and their promises and all the things they're going to do. But how much of that can they actually do? Let's start off with things a president cannot do. The first one is make laws. Only Congress can pass laws. Many campaign promises are just ideas that need Congress's approval. The second one is declare war. Only Congress has the power to declare a war. The third, and one that impacts us dramatically, is control federal spending. The president can't decide how federal money is spent. Congress is the one that controls the budget. And related to that is the set the tax rates. Now, the president can propose changes, but only Congress can create and pass tax bills. The fifth is interpret laws. Only the Supreme Court, not the president, interprets if a law is okay or not. And number 6 is appoint officials without approval. Key appointments need Senate approval, and so do the Supreme Court nominees. Now let's look at things that the president can actually do. And this is where the importance of voting for the president comes into play. Now, while the president has many limitations, they can still significantly influence the country. And the first thing is by goal setting and policy direction. The president sets national priorities through speeches and executive orders that they give leading up to their election. They're setting the goals of what they would like to see happen and what they'd like to see the tax rate be and many other things. The second thing they can do is executive orders and actions. The president can issue orders to manage federal operations, but there's a limit on what they can do with those executive orders. The third is diplomatic and foreign policy. The president's the one that's negotiating treaties and conducting diplomacy with other countries, and we see that every day. The fourth is economic influence. Now, through fiscal policies and budget proposals, the president can impact the economy. If he wants less regulations and lower taxes, that's something that he tries to push through and get Congress to approve. And the fifth one is public persuasion and leadership. The president uses their platform to sway public opinion and influence Congress, and that's one of the powers of the president. The sixth is judicial appointments. Presidential appointments to the federal judiciary shape major legal decisions for years to come because they're on there for life. Seventh is the national security and defense. As commander-in-chief, the president makes critical decisions about military engagements and national defense. Now, we've had 46 presidents, but how many of them do you remember? The ones who made a lasting impact are remembered because they used their power to bring significant change to this country. Abraham Lincoln was our 16th president. He ended slavery with the Emancipation Proclamation and his famous Gettysburg Address, trying to unite the nation.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
John F. Kennedy was our 35th president. He inspired the nation to reach the moon, driving technological advancements for years to come.
Why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too.
Theodore Roosevelt was our 26th president. He established national parks and created the United Forest Service. He was a firm believer in the outdoors and conservation. Now, Franklin Roosevelt, our 32nd president, yes, he was distantly related to Teddy. They were fifth cousins. He implemented the New Deal, creating jobs and promoting environmental conservation at a time when the country was coming out of the Great Depression. Ronald Reagan, our 40th president, played a key role in ending the Cold War, and he advocated for smaller government.
General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
These presidents left legacies that shaped our nation. What it really comes down to is, how do you view the government? Should it be large and controlling while spending your money? Or should it have a limited role and let us keep more of our own money? Ronald Reagan famously said,
"In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem."
Voting for president isn't just about choosing a leader. It's about shaping the future of our country. Your country. Your vote does matter. Don't take for granted what you hear from the news, TikTok, the candidates, or even me. Arm yourself with knowledge to make an informed decision. Register to vote and make sure you vote in the November and in local elections. Remember, your voice matters, and together we can shape a better future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with fellow first-time voters, and we'll see you next time.